Oh, just got up. Throw on the old work boots here. Get out. Shut the door. Well, y'all, welcome back to a brand new video. And in today's video, we're on the family farm. And today we're gonna be harvesting, doing a little bit of wheat harvesting here on the family farm. So the reason I'm working on the family farm today is because I actually just got out of college not too long ago, and I don't really have a farm of my own. So until then, or until I move out and buy my own house, we're just gonna be helping Dad and the family out on this family-owned farm. But let me give y'all a little rundown. We've got a 9770 STS, John Deere 7810 duals, Kinsey grain cart, Kinsey 3600 12 row. Got a disc. There's the grain truck. Here's our headers and everything. And then over there's the hay equipment, but we'll get into that some other time. But first thing I need to do is I actually need to hop in here. Let me put the steering wheel down. And we got to crank this up. And now I'm going to hop over here and hook the header up. So there's 3 wheat fields that we're going to be harvesting today. Then we're going to bale the straw up and sell that. We don't have any beef cows or any livestock or anything, so we just, all of our hay and all is just sold for profit. We've got a couple guys that buy hay for their animals, but I got to be really careful here, and I'll catch y'all once I'm at the field and I've got everything, you know, checked over and all that. So I'll catch y'all at our first field and all, and I'll catch y'all once everything's checked over and all. Well, everybody, I've got everything checked over. I'm just taking a look at the header here. Everything seems to be doing all right. This is our first little wheat field here. It's not big at all. It's right next to the farm and everything. Then we've got 2 wheat fields that are actually just across the road. All of our wheat acreage isn't big, and the reason for that is because all of our big fields and everything, all of our actual big acreage is covered in, planted in corn and soybeans. So corn and soybeans is what we make the most profit off of. So that's why all of our wheat fields are usually tiny. These are the fields we usually plant wheat in. We hardly get any money for it, but we just plant wheat just to get a little bit of profit. We don't make a crap ton of money off of it, but we definitely get a decent little bit for it. So like I said, this is just a small little field. We'll probably only make a little over $1,000 off this field, maybe a little over, closer to 2,000, something like that. I shouldn't need to go get the grain truck. I'll probably call, whenever we're done with this field, I'll probably call Dad up and tell him to run the grain truck up to the next fields. So yeah, this field is by no means huge. It's very tiny. We're not going to make hardly any money off of it, but we own it. So yeah, we own it, and this is what we plant our wheat crop in, just to give us some extra money over the summer. But anyways, I'm gonna finish up this field, give Dad a call, tell him to run the grain truck to the next fields and get everything set up and everything like that, and I'll catch y'all once I'm done with this field and we're headed on to the next one. Well, guys, Dad just dropped off the grain truck here. I was just in there looking at the monitors. It's saying we're about 79% full, so the wheat crop is yielding pretty good, but I'm just over here showing y'all a little, just giving y'all an idea what these 2 wheat fields look like. So this is the first one we're going to be harvesting, or the second one. And then this is the other wheat field that we are going to be harvesting once we're done with that one. So I would like to probably plow this grass up, but first we probably have to bush hog these bushes and briars off. But I would like to plow this together, but the only reason we don't is because whenever we plow it, then we're going to have basically one big field, and we have to do crop rotations. So whenever you're rotating crop out and you got one big field, you don't want to plant 2 crops in that one field, especially if it's just connected as one big field. So that's one of the many reasons why we just simply don't plow it together and make it bigger. But combine's over halfway full, so we should hear the beeping and all that any minute now. But we're gonna get to harvesting our first in-row, and I don't know if y'all heard, but there's the beeping telling me that it is approximately 80% full. So I'm gonna do a in-row here. Hopefully it doesn't fill up on me, but I'm gonna attempt to do an in-row. If it fills up, we've got the grain truck here. I can just walk over to it, but hopefully doesn't fill up or overflow or nothing like that. I mean, the beeping and all my monitors and stuff tells me what's going on, but hopefully I can get at least one in-row done. But I'll catch y'all when we've pretty much got all this knocked out and we're unloading and all that. Well, y'all, we actually filled up sooner than expected. I was just reading the monitor and it told me that I was right at 100% full. Whenever I checked the monitor, it said like 97, 98% full. So I was like, I gotta get to the grain truck immediately or else I'm gonna start overflowing all this. So we're draining pretty quickly here. I'm just backing up, making sure everything's level out. Let's get back here some. So yeah, like I said, we're not making much profit off of this wheat. We just plant the wheat just to give us a little bit of money over the summertime. So it's currently August, so you know, I'd say mid to late July, early August is usually wheat harvest season. So July and August are the two wheat harvesting months. I'm sure you can harvest it in September if you couldn't get around to it in July or August, but I'd say 99% of the time wheat is harvested in those 2 months. It really honestly depends when you planted your wheat and if it's ready or not. Like if you planted your wheat in a couple weeks early, you could easily get it out probably mid-July, early August. But if you planted it about a couple days, couple weeks late, it could take you anywhere from late August to possibly early, heck, probably mid-September, honestly. It really just depends on how much time you got to plant it. I mean, there's been some years we have no time at all to plant this stuff because we're busy planting other crops and harvesting and all that, and we never got our money for a wheat crop that year. But like I said, we're not making much money at all off this wheat. We just sell it for the profit, just to give us a little bit of money. But I'm gonna continue wheat harvesting here, and I'll catch y'all once I'm probably just about done with both of these fields. Well guys, just got done harvesting all this wheat, headed over to the grain truck to unload here. Trying to hit this thing. Dad would be very, very mad at me. Hopefully this thing doesn't fill up. Looks like it's very full. Trying to get everything lined up here. Gosh, it is kind of hard to line this thing up sometimes. Let me get out and see what we got going on here. Alright, we're not quite there, so I need to pull in a little bit more. How about now? Still not quite there. Okay, really try not to hit this thing. Well, guess we'll leave it be. I think we got an issue going on with the combine. It is not wanting to unload. Let me take a look in here. Well, guess the truck is about full, so I'm gonna go ahead and run this down the elevator. Got the combine shut off, so I have no idea what's going on with the combine. We got an issue. Hopefully me and Dad can figure the issue out, so that way we don't have to call a service truck out here from James River Equipment, because they are very high on prices. It's like $6 a mile, and it's about 10 miles from the farm, and then they add a bunch of just fees and all that for coming out and working on it, see what's wrong. So it is very, very, very expensive. We just simply do not want to pay that money. We don't know too much about the technology systems in the 9770, and we just don't know that much about technology in the combine in general. But I'm running this down the market. I'm gonna sell this wheat, see how much we get for it, and I will catch back to y'all. Hopefully we get the combine fixed and get that issue solved or something. So I'm gonna unload this, tell y'all the price we got for it and all that, and I will catch y'all once I'm done with this. Well guys, we actually got $10,000 for this wheat, a little over $10,000. So we yielded pretty good, but I mean, still though, we didn't really get much money off of it. I know, I mean, $10,000, it's definitely quite a bit of money, but it's really not a lot. So now we gotta head back to the field. I gave Dad a call about a minute ago and told him what's going on. He brought his truck out there. He's currently down there trying to figure out. He told me he might possibly know what's going on with it. So hopefully he knows what's going on with it, and we can get this thing fixed and unload the rest of what's in there, and maybe get extra $4,000, something like that. So yeah, we don't get a lot of money for wheat, but we still definitely get quite a bit of money for it. We don't get a lot, but we still get a pretty decent amount for it. So yeah, but also we had very great yields from my monitor in the combine. It was showing we was yielding pretty good as well. So good yields also brings up the price, because it makes the bushels bigger and all, and have more crop per bushel and all that. You get more money. But I'm gonna pull in here, try not to miss this driveway, and Dad should be down here. Let me take a look. Okay, I don't see him down here. Is he in the combine? Hold up. He's calling me. Hold up. Hello? Alright. Oh, you did? Really? Okay. Alright. Alright. That's nice. Alright. Bye. So, guys, basically what he told me is he managed to figure out what was wrong. For some reason, the combine, the system that, like, unloads was just having a weird issue for some reason. I've got no idea what was wrong with it. He knows more about this combine than I do. Like I said, I just graduated from college, so I don't have much experience running this. I mean, I definitely rode in it when I was younger with him and all, but yeah, we're unloading. Thankfully, he knew what was wrong with it and he fixed it, so that's a plus. We don't have to spend, you know, like $300 or $400 to call James River out here. But I'm gonna call Dad up again, see if he can run back over here and haul the rest of that, because I'm putting this back up in the shop. Then we gotta go hook the case 2930, I believe we have. I believe it's a 2930. We're gonna hook that up to the 435 baler. We're probably not gonna get much done, but maybe at least get a quarter of a field mowed. Like I said, we've got no beef cows or anything, so everything is just simply sold for pure profit. We do actually have a couple people we know that do have beef cows, so they usually buy it off of us. Like I said, we don't make much money off that, but we definitely make quite a bit of money, just like wheat. So yeah, I'm gonna put this up, and I'll catch y'all once I've got everything put up and everything looked over and cleaned off, and we're hooking up the baler to the case. Well, guys, we got another $3,500 for hauling what was left in the grain tank, but we got the combine put up. Dad was actually busy, so I had to run this up here, so no big deal. He was just a little bit busy, so yeah, I ran it up here for him. But we're headed back down to the farm. Probably not gonna bale the straw up today, but we'll get everything hooked up and checked over. And also, I'll give y'all a little tour of our hay equipment and our little hay operation. I'll be honest with y'all, I am kind of speeding, but I mean, there ain't no cops in sight, so I can go pretty much as fast as I want. Plus, the cops really don't even care. The cops, they most of the time, cops really honestly go faster than we do. So yeah, right here's the farm. I know I can go down and take the driveway, but we just take a shortcut. We literally just do this. Take a shortcut. Grain truck, honestly, I'll put this up later. We'll just leave it here for now. But I'm gonna run over here. Here's our John Deere Moco mower, Massey Ferguson rake, John Deere 435, and then here's the case 8920. My bad. I'm not a big case guy, so sometimes I mix this up with a different case or say something else, but I'm gonna get this thing hooked up here. Hydraulics, PTO. So yeah, everything's hooked up. Check over. Everything seems to be fine. I really don't see anything we need to do. I'll let Dad go into a full in-depth inspection and everything. But we pretty much got all the work we need done today. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch y'all on the next